Namo Buddhaya. I'm Chamini Veerasurya from Sri Lanka. Currently, I'm living in Nagpur, India. So today I'm going to talk about right speech. In Pali language, we call it samma vacha. So samma vacha is the third one in the Noble Eightfold Path. We call it Arya-Ashtangika Magga in Pali language for the Noble Eightfold Path. In Sanskrit language, we call it Arya-Ashtanga Marga. Arya-Ashtanga Marga. There are 8 factors to practice in the Noble Eightfold Path. According to Lord Buddha's priest, the Noble Eightfold Path leads us for liberation from the samsara. Maybe you know about the samsara. Samsara is the painful circle of rebirth. So let's talk about right speech, samma vacha. Actually, right speech is more than just correct speech. It's belong to virtue section. You know that the Noble Eightfold Path can divide into 3 main sections: virtue section, composure section, and wisdom section. In Pali language, we call it Sila Samadhi Prajna. Sila Samadhi Prajna. So the right speech belong into virtue section. In the 4th verse in Panchasil, we also talk about samma vacha. In Magga Vibhanga Sutta, Lord Buddha says, Katamacha bhikkave samma vacha, yako bhikkave musavada veramani, pisunaya vachaya veramani, parusaya vachaya veramani, samprappalapa veramani, ayan chochati bhikkave samma vacha. The meaning of this Pali part is, Bhikkhu, if someone abstaining from lying, if someone abstaining from divisive speech, if someone abstaining from abusive speech, if someone abstaining from idle chatter, that's called right speech. That's called samma vacha. This is Lord Buddha's word. So we should try to understand how the verbal act guide us for liberation. So we have to control our verbal act. We should reflect on that. Okay. So the first point here is avoid lying. Avoid lying. Actually, according to Lord Buddha's priest, it is difficult to attain Nibbana for a liar, because a liar can't maintain his virtue section, no? So that is very difficult to attain Nibbana. If any liar is reborn in human world by his any meritorious deeds, then no one will believe on him, because that is because he practiced lying in his pre-existent conditions, no? So that is one of demerit for him. That is not only that. So think, do we like to get cheated by lying? We don't like, no? So we should understand others also don't like to get cheated by lying. Lies. Okay. So at any time we should reflect on our verbal act. So the second point here is avoid divisive speech, abstaining from divisive speech. In contemporary society, we can see a lot of people doing this. People try to create division between 2 people, between 2 parties, maybe between number of people, or between number of parties, no? And maybe a lot of people don't know that they are doing this, but they are doing. they are doing. When we feel like that feeling, when we feel such a feeling, we should consciously avoid that. We should consciously avoid that, because we have to maintain our Shila section to gain Nibbana. When we feel like a feeling, we can remember the cause and effect on doctrine. We can remember the good and bad result on karma. No? We can remember Lord Buddha's teaching. Then it will help to control our mind. So the third point here is abstaining from abusive speech. Actually, the abusive speech not only about bad words, not only about bad words. Think if it makes someone anger, if it put pressure on someone, if it hurt for someone by our words, that means we had used abusive speech. But here remember, if we had not any intention to hurt others, then we will not gain demerits for us, even others get anger. Okay, because that's why Lord Buddha says Chetanaham bhikkhave kammam vadami. Chetanaham bhikkhave kammam vadami. The meaning of that Pali part is karma because of intention. Our karma depend on our intention. Sorry. So the fourth point here is avoid idle chatter, abstaining from idle chatter. In contemporary society, we can see people enjoying idle chatter, no? They enjoy gossips, no? When people are gathering, they discuss about lot of things which are not useful to our mundane task or ultra mundane task, no? They talk about actors, sports, politics, foods, dressing. They take many topics which is not useful for our mundane or ultra mundane tasks. So think we can discuss about meditation. We can talk on cause and effect on karma. No, so the Lord Buddha had prayed 10 wholesome topics on conversation. I will explain. I have that 10 wholesome topics which are helpful to our mundane life and ultra mundane life. In Pali language, first one is Appicha Katha. Appicha Katha. In Pali, it's called Appicha Katha. That means talk on modesty. Talk on modesty means it's about on simple lifestyle. About simple lifestyle. Second one is Santutti Katha. Santutti Katha. That means talk on contentment. Talk on contentment. We should be happy with what we have. No, we should be happy with what we have. So that's called Santutti Katha in Pali language. Third one is Viveka Katha. Viveka Katha. That's mean talk on seclusion. Seclusion. Actually, seclusion make it easy to maintain our virtue. No, that's why Lord Buddha always appreciate seclusion. Fourth one is Asanga Katha. Sorry, Asansagga Katha. In Pali, we call it Asansanga Katha. Asanga Katha mean talk on non-entanglement. we know in contemporary society we all are entangled with lot of thing, with lot of physical thing, with lot of feelings, with lot of persons, no, with relationships. So that's why Lord Buddha appreciate non-entanglement. In the fifth one is Viryarambha Katha. In Pali language, we call it Viryarambha Katha, on arousing persistence. On arousing persistence. Sixth one is Shila Katha. Sila Katha. Talk on virtue. Seven one is Samadhi Katha. Samadhi Katha. That's mean talk on concentration. Same with composure. Eighth one is Prajna Katha. That's mean talk on discernment, like wisdom. Talk on wisdom. Nine one is Vimukti Katha. In Pali we call it Vimukti Katha. Talk on release. The 10th one is Vimukti Jnana Dassana Katha. In Pali we call it Vimukti Jnana Dassana Katha. That's mean talk on the knowledge and visions of release. So this is the 10 wholesome topics that Lord Buddha preached. So you can understand how this 10 wholesome topic important for us to attain Nibbana, to maintain our verbal act. Remember, these 10 wholesome topics are not only for bhikkhu bhikkhuni. It's also for lay community. If we talk on like this kind of topics, then it will be easy to attain Nibbana for us, because then we can maintain our virtue section, no? Not only about composure section or virtue section. We should give our attention for virtue section also, because our verbal act playing a major role in virtue section. Let's see how Lord Buddha emphasized about fault in our verbal act. There is a little example, little incident. One day Lord Buddha addressed his little son Rahula before Rahula getting Nibbana. Then Lord Buddha says, Rahula, whenever you want to perform a verbal act, then you should reflect on it. You should think, I want to perform this verbal act. Would it lead on self-affiliation or affiliation on others, or to both? Is it an unskillful verbal act with painful consequences or painful result? Then absolutely it's not fit for you to do. If on reflection it is not leading to affiliation, or if it is not unskillful, if it is with happy consequences, then absolutely it's fit for you to do. So like that, you should reflect on it before perform, while performing, and after performed. That's the advice given by Lord Buddha for his little son Rahula. So we can discuss another 5 things which should consist with our speech. First one is factual and true. Our Lord Buddha never used unfactual and untruth on his speech. Okay, so we should follow our Lord Buddha as a real Buddhist. Second one is helpful and beneficial. Here beneficial mean our speeches should connect with a goal. There should be a certain goal on our speeches. And third one is spoken with kindness. So in Pali language we call it Maitri. Um, when our Lord Buddha is speaking, his every word consists with Maitri, kindness. So we also try to speak like that, no? And fourth one is daring. That's mean we should spoken gently that others can hear it. Okay. And fifth one is timely. That's mean we should have a sense to speak occasionally something helpful, occasionally something kindness, like that. So here I explain about right speech briefly, but I think you got it and I believe you will follow it. Thank you. Namo Buddhaya.